Hey, y'all. Well, another hump day is here. I guess you could call it the taint day. Taint the first half of the week, taint the last half of the week. So what's left is the middle part of the week, aka Wednesday. Or you could just simply call it Wednesday. It's the 12th of November, and we're fast closing in on Thanksgiving. I still consider it my favorite holiday of the year.
Mine
Every
too.
year. Always.
Mine
No
too.
gifts. No gifts have to be exchanged. No real invitation have to be formally issued. You certainly don't have to dress up for the day. I hope you don't. You simply cook if you want, whatever you want, and if you choose, offer to share with family, friends, neighbors, or not. The only traditional meat consists of a dead turkey. That's optional. Different regions have different traditions. Personally, I like oysters on Thanksgiving with a side pot of clam chowder, sometimes conch chowder, or bread and water for those who don't like seafood. I can't recall a Thanksgiving since about 1999 that I actually did not cook a turkey. May have been one, but I don't recall it. One year I did two for the family meal. One was deep fried. The other was smoked. Deep fried took about 35 minutes cooking time. Smoking took pretty much all night. Both were good. I don't need to smoke another one. I've done it. Got the t-shirt and it was good. Too many hours for those of us without that many hours left on the clock. On that note, another chilly night to keep the delicate plants warm. I'm Rayford Brown, your chief cynic for the day.
I'd like to cook my turkeys the old-fashioned way in the oven. I'm Chris Marks.
I like to eat turkey. I'm Lee Barrels.
Any way they're cooked, right?
That's right.
Dead,
Bring it on.
preferably dead, and you're good.
You take the joy out of it every time you have to talk about it being dead.
Well, have you ever tried to consume one?
I knew it.
Those suckers just
Can
won't
we
stand
just
still.
talk about cooking a turkey?
Okay, which one do you like the taste of better?
Stop.
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 No, I'm not. No, it's dead. I mean, it's not alive. It's not alive.
Cooked. How do you
It's
like it
cooked.
cooked?
How do you like it cooked?
Oh, how do I like it cooked?
Jesus.
Old-fashioned in the oven or
Deep fried. Fried in the backyard. To me, that's the best.
First of
It's
all,
the most
the
tender.
smell on an early morning
Mhm.
Thanksgiving beginning about 7 o'clock in the morning when you start the fire under that oil, bringing it up to 365 degrees is just to die for. Well, to kill for.
I'm sorry. There's just something about standing there every once in a while and basting it and looking at it and go, oh, man, you are looking good. Soon you're going to be in my tummy, but
Yeah,
you are looking good.
Yeah.
Turkey looking good.
And make gravy with the leftovers. And
Well, if you've never deep fried one, and you probably when you first do one, you're probably going to screw up, and you miss the excitement of the fire.
Oh, there was excitement the first time I deep fried one.
Uh-huh.
I
What'd
will
you
tell
do?
you there was excitement.
What you do?
Well, it's, being a little nervous about lowering that turkey in there. I lowered it a little too fast, and
Boil
it foamed and it boiled over.
onto the fire.
And I was like, it plus there might have been a little bit of wine involved, which
In the turkey?
I do not recommend having a glass of wine while you're trying to deep fry a turkey.
That's a little early in the morning to do
No,
that.
this was mid-afternoon,
Oh.
but still too early. Shouldn't have been doing it. Not when you're messing with grease and fire. You should not be drinking.
Mhm.
But it was only, well, anyway. But
Were you
the
also
dogs were
shooting the
happy.
357 Magnum in the backyard at the same time?
No, I was
Okay,
at
good.
my sister's house. My
Oh,
sister-in-law's house.
shooting at
cooking
her
up there.
backyard.
Boom.
Her dogs liked it. They got to lick up all the grease on the grass. I'm like, oh, God.
Well, it's time to start a couple tips or two for the deep
Tips.
fryers out there for
We
those of
have
you
tips.
who want to try it. So
Right.
first, get that oil going good and hot. And
Mhm,
you're
it was.
going to, they tell you, don't cook it any higher than 350. Correct. But you're going to put a cold turkey down into the oil. So 365, 370, when your oil gets up to that and you get ready to put the turkey in, not the dead bird, the turkey into this oil, you take the oil, that pot of oil, and you take it off of that open flame and you put it on the grass at least 4 or 5 feet away from this open flame. Off the fire.
I mean, it was my pot was on the grass. I mean,
That sounds like
Away from the
She
house.
had pot and grass.
Away from the house.
Yeah.
Away from any buildings.
That's the first thing. You take it off. And then the easy thing to do is get yourself a piece of conduit or a broom handle, broomstick, or whatever you want to call it. And that little hook that's this
Yes.
you got through the turkey.
Yes.
And they got a little thing you can hang stuff with.
Right.
Then stick that little piece of conduit through there and get an assistant to help you lower the turkey. That way you're not standing over it at all.
Oh, I have a pulley system now.
Oh, crap.
You take 4x4s, put them up, and a pulley system, and you stand 20 feet away, and you just crank that thing up and down. I'm just joking. Oh my gosh.
Okay. Anyway,
Pulley system.
anyway, they're they got those things that you could use, those Hoya lifts they call them,
Yes.
to move patients in and around
Yeah.
that are kind of heavy.
Or
But no, just take the broomstick or a piece of conduit, stick it in there, have somebody else to help you. That way you're both standing far enough away from that oil because it's going to bop up.
well,
You know.
you're a car mechanic and have one of those.
Yeah. And then you don't drop the whole thing in there. You do it like
Right.
you go and get when you draw a nice hot bath. You get in it and you kind of ease down into it a little bit here and a little bit there until you're fully immersed, right? That's the way you do the turkey.
Well, we all know
You
the way we're
reduce the-
supposed to do it.
You reduce the amount of oil that spills over and yada, yada, yada. Anyway,
It was
that's the
my
way
first time. I've improved since then.
you do it. I hope so. What's going on in y'all's world?
Today's the day, 4 p.m. The House goes back into session
Oh, God.
after being on holiday since September 19th, well, being on break. Yeah, I can't wait to see the fireworks tonight.
Oh, that's when they get their paychecks. Their back pay comes this afternoon. That's why they're going.
Yeah.
It's payday.
Well, most of them are still getting paid. There was a very small majority that said, hold my pay.
Yeah, I know. Okay, looky. Coming up on 3 weeks in the search for a Craven County man wanted for murdering his grandmother and stabbing a deputy sheriff. There have been random sightings of Dominic Connolly since his grandmother's body was found in her home. Their house was set ablaze last month, right outside the Havelock city limits. In the first week after the murder, a Craven County deputy responded to a report that the man was seen at a fast food restaurant in Vanceboro. Attempting to take him into custody, there was a little fight. The deputy was stabbed in the leg. He was hospitalized overnight, but is recovering from the wound. That's good. A massive manhunt has had a large contingent of cops, lawmen from various jurisdictions looking throughout the area, but the only confirmed sightings have been from security cameras since October 29th, I think it was, when the melee occurred at the restaurant there in Vanceboro. Rewards are totaling combined rewards of $10,000 offered for information leading to Connolly's capture. The search for Connolly has now turned to an investigative and intelligence-based process. If you have information about Connolly that could help law enforcement officers, you are encouraged to contact your nearest law enforcement agency. If you would rather remain anonymous, if it's your cousin on the third cousin, or if it's somebody you know and the family knows and you don't want anybody to know that you're going to save him from getting killed, because you do know that's going to be the end result if they have to keep looking for him, because they're going to go up against him as though he's armed and dangerous, because he is.
Of course.
And if you want to save this man from being killed when the cops go get him, call Crime Stoppers. Any Crime Stoppers, wherever you live, that got a Crime Stoppers in that county or a nearby county, just call Crime Stoppers. Somewhere in your they all will know about it. They will not ask your name. They will give you a number. If you want to collect a reward, that's up to you. There's no way that anyone will ever know who you are, and you cannot be called to testify if they don't know who you are. But you call and you tell them where this joker is, and you're going to save a cop from having to do something, or a cop from getting hurt, or other people from getting hurt, because the longer he's at large, I mean, we know how desperate that he is.
Mm-hmm.
Because if it was Dominic Connolly that the deputy confronted, which the deputy says it was, he stabbed the deputy in the leg after a fight. He's charged with attempted murder of a law enforcement officer, as well as murdering the grandmother. So he's a desperate individual.
He's probably at the point now he's going to look at carjacking,
If
trying
he
to
has
steal a vehicle if he hasn't already done it.
He stole his grandmother's car, or
Yeah.
somebody stole the lady who was murdered's car. Set the house on fire. She was murdered, then set the house on fire. I don't know why people do things like that. You have no clue what forensics guys go through when they start looking at fires with bodies inside. No. It's hard to. It is really hard to burn a body to the point beyond recognition or beyond where a forensics team can't find out what occurred. You understand that?
No, yeah.
That's a difficult process. So way too many people have learned that the hard way. Okay. A man over there in Duplin County, he's a resident of Duplin County, now a resident in the Pender County Hotel. He's there under $1 million bond. He's facing felony charges. 25-year-old Milton Ramos Meza, arrested this week after a Sunday hit and run wreck that left 2 people dead. The Highway Patrol report indicates that Mr. Meza caused the Sunday wreck, then left the scene. He's being held without benefit of bond on a host of charges that include 2 counts of felony death by vehicle, felony hit and run with serious injury or death, driving while impaired, reckless driving, wanton disregard, failure to maintain lane control, possession of an open container of alcohol, and you want to guess what else?
Drugs?
No driver's license.
Oh, right.
No
insurance too, I'm sure.
Yeah.
The wreck happened near Magnolia on Highway 903 about 9 o'clock last Sunday evening.
Horrible.
2 people dead as a result. He's in jail. $1 million bond. Here's another fire down in Florida. Investigators there say a mobile home fire in which 2 children were found dead was intentionally set after a 27-year-old man had already killed the 2 children. You want to get upset?
I'm already upset. Go ahead.
John Henry Walston Jr. is charged with 2 counts of premeditated murder, 1 count of sexual assault of a child under 12 years of age, and 1 count of arson, according to the Escambia County Sheriff's Office. Escambia, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
He's being held in jail, no bond, of course. 2 children, 1 7, 1 9, and a dog were found dead after the mobile home fire in Pensacola. The home was fully engulfed in flames when the county fire rescue team arrived on the scene just before 1 o'clock in the morning Friday.
No trial.
Okay.
Sheriff's investigators determined Walston intentionally set fire to the home after sexually assaulting one of the kids, then killed both of them. Walston ran to safety himself after setting the fire.
No trial, Rayford. Straight to the gallows.
No, he's got to be convicted. Just put him. He's going to be confined without benefit of bond. So here's the process that they consult me, which they should. Just hook him up in general population and leave him there awaiting a trial that is scheduled for a year after next.
Won't make it.
Guaranteed.
Don't make it.
Yeah.
Let me
Straight out there before the fire.
before we get to the weather, let me thank the many local restaurants in Jacksonville and Onslow County yesterday that gave discounted or free meals to veterans yesterday. And I'm like Rayford, I don't call them accidents anymore. I was thinking fender benders. It's just lack of paying attention. But there was one yesterday afternoon at a little after 4 o'clock in a Target and the Chick-fil-A intersection. They had to close off that intersection because of an accident. There was at least 3 fire trucks, 3 rescue squad personnel. This is in the parking lot. That's a bad intersection right there, not on Western Boulevard, but in the shopping center. And I'm sure there was injuries going on. But the lines in some of these places were unbelievable. for a free meal, which is great. Again, I commend the restaurants that did it, the businesses that did it, the ones that gave discounts.
Oh, it was fabulous.
I don't know when or how it got started like that, but the first one that I know about, I was in Wilmington, and the Golden Corral
The one
chain
here.
That's what
used
I
to
wanted
offer
to say.
them
Yes.
free for veterans, and I think they always
Okay.
said the
Still do.
veterans and their families
Yep.
is the way it used to be. I don't know how it is today, but that was just, I thought to myself at that time, that's an amazing thing to be doing.
It is, and I told Kathy kiddingly because being a veteran, I said, "Where would you like to go?" And she mentioned some place. I said, "Well, okay. First off, for Golden Corral, don't start till 4. You get there at 2, you'll be the first in line. At 3:30, everybody knows the building location and the way you get in, all the way around. People were parked over in the other parking lots, saying how long they had to stand in line. I don't know, but thank you to Golden Corral.
Yeah,
Billy
I'll
Sewell
just
for
say
doing that.
thank
Yes,
you.
you guys-
He does it every year.
He does.
He's
Yeah, all
fantastic.
Golden
And
Corral.
for all the others too, but I don't
Yes.
ever go there for that, but I will go
No.
there to eat. I don't go there on that day because they're busy. They got other people more
Mission-
deserving to be fed.
Missions Barbecue did free sandwiches
Yeah, they
and
do that
cake.
too.
They do it every year. They're big
Yep.
supporters of Wreaths Across America. But almost every restaurant had some kind of thank you to the
Yeah.
veterans, which was great to see.
Yeah.
My thank you was going to the Veterans Cemetery yesterday. American flags on every grave.
Yeah, yeah.
American
Awesome.
flags. It was cold. Went and visited Dad. It was blistering cold with that wind, but it was just something beautiful to see all the flags. And then I envisioned for just one moment wreaths laying
Yeah.
all
I'm
over
telling you,
there in
it's coming
December.
close. It's
Halfway
coming
there.
close.
Yeah,
Pretty close.
It's coming
But we
close.
still got,
But,
got a ways to go. We've got
we-
less than a month to do it,
less
y'all.
than a month. Yeah,
So
yeah.
we're down to the
Nitty gritty. We're
right
meeting.
there.
We're meeting tomorrow with Onslow Memorial because they're donating marking flags so we can mark the veterans cemetery so that the volunteers, we need more at 9:00 on the 13th. They'll be able to know which the veterans sites that are going to get wreaths or should get a wreath.
Mhm.
So pretty cool.
They all should get them, but they all won't,
No.
unfortunately, unless there's an amazing turnout. Which you've already had an amazing turnout a couple of times here. You've had some surges.
Yesterday, I had to leave to go to Caldwell Seacoast
Mhm.
Realty for that presentation,
Yay!
and they donated $1,000, and we thank them for that. And although we had to be short on the presentation, it was the audience was very attentive, gave them a lot of information that they didn't know.
Good.
And we also were able to give some Vietnam 50-year commemorative pins
Oh.
and the proclamations from the president to the family members. So
Nice.
What's
nice.
what is when you go when you go see the a car dealer or
Huh?
a big group of people or an organization of one thing or another, and you don't bombard them, but you request permission, and
Mhm.
if they give it to you, they talk to you, and you talk to them. And what's the one question that is most often asked, or is there one?
there's not really one that's asked Rayford. It's more a look on their faces of, we've never heard of this.
Mhm.
And they've never heard of Wreaths Across America or the program because we don't have, other than the team here that has been with us since we created this last year. There's not a lot of
But see, even before you started doing this, there was a Wreaths Across America here, and it just, I mean, we heard about it because as soon as we heard about it, we started bringing people in
Sure.
every year, constantly. But it's just like there's a lot of stuff out here that's not done. Which really got me.
they just it's lack of knowledge, and once they hear about it,
Mhm.
they go. What really gets them is when I mention 3 cemeteries.
Mhm.
Arlington, no one ever, and they should never have a problem with them being completely
No, I'm
covered.
sure they won't.
Never. What gets them is a place like Wilmington, North Carolina, that has every gravesite covered, not a military base near them except us.
Used to have Fort Fisher, but that was
right. But New Bern, which you could give them Cherry Point, they have 2 grave cemeteries as we do now. They're all covered. Here we are, Jacksonville, North Carolina, home of Camp Lejeune.
the second largest marine base in the world, the largest amphibious marine base in the world.
Don't get me started.
I mean,
I
you
know,
don't have to.
but-
I will do it myself.
But people just go like this. We can't believe we're not covered. Okay. Then we see if the donations come in. And I don't ever fault anybody. I don't judge anybody. It's in your heart to do it. But I do mention this to them, and I'll say it last time. $44 is the average retail price of a live balsam wreath right now. If you go
pretty much anywhere.
$44. $17 gets you one on someone's on a veteran's gravesite, and $5 of that goes to the purchase of another one. So you buy 3, you get 4. You've covered 4 veterans. Simple as that. It's easy math. $17. You saved that yesterday from going for free.
Yeah.
Free meals, but
Well, you know what? That's all right. Okay. You want me to get going? May as well. You don't even stop me. Yesterday, for all of y'all who took advantage, which I'm glad you did. I'm glad the restaurants were giving it to you. They did their part for veterans yesterday. They did their part for veterans yesterday. Now, veterans, you had a great meal. It didn't cost you anything.
mm,
Would it have cost you $17 to eat there? If you were at McDonald's, it would have cost you more than $17. Like, if you really took your family there, how much would it have cost you? You saved. You went out. Yes, you deserve, as far as I'm concerned, you deserve whatever the rest of the world will offer you. Free meals, discounts, or anything else. Don't get me wrong. You deserve it. But there's something called pay it forward.
thank you.
Pay it forward. If you had a meal yesterday, courtesy of any restaurant in this town, Chris, your number to reach out to you is
910-389-8698. Please call it.
call it.
Please.
Give him a credit card number. He's not going to go run off and buy anything that he shouldn't buy.
And I'll walk you through it if you'd rather do it yourself.
Or you can do it yourself. You just call the man. And that okay.
Well, I just mean to say this. My wife, Kathy, has worked very, very hard on this. I'm just a mouthpiece, and everybody knows that. Kathy works very, very hard. She has to process orders to get them done, to get them grave specific for like Lee, your dad, my dad, family members we know, other veterans that we know, Rayford veterans that you know that are over at Onsen Memorial.
Yep.
And it's not that I'm not saying that to give her Kathy kudos. It's just that she doesn't mind doing this hard work, being a veteran herself. And someone yesterday, our senator, our governor was in Greenville for a ceremony. I know, but he was in Greenville, and he was not talking about the veterans. He was talking about the lack of SNAP and some other things. But if you served in the service and you're still alive, they're your brothers in arms, your sisters in arms.
If not, it could be your brothers or your sisters, period, bottom line. You know, your uncle, your late uncle, your late great uncle, your granddaddy could be laid to rest out there. Okay.
Well,
now, and put yourself in these shoes for just a second. So you are living in LA. You're living Portland. And you've got a loved one back here that you cannot get over here to put a wreath out there, or you don't have to. For $17, you can have it done for you.
Don't you have to do the work? Just give it $17. Drew, our friend Drew down in Florida, Cardinal.
Yep.
He did. We've had donations
Marine's
from
son.
Yeah, we've had them from Texas, donations from Washington, D.C., President Trump. If any of you guys are listening, the golf challenge is still on.
I think they're chicken. They won't do it.
Okay.
I don't think Pete Hegseth will even go out there. Pete, Pete, Chris, I'll give you Chris to go out to the range, and I'll go out there and I'll be his backup. I'll be behind him, not to shoot it out with him, but to shoot at targets.
Oh, piece of cake.
The two of you, Mr. Big Guy. How about you, Mr. VP? I saw you on Marine Corps birthday. You got a lot of mouth. Put your money where your mouth is. Once was the onset of cool fall weather was the perfect time of year to head offshore for some early winter fishing. Don't do it today, though. The marine forecast is not fishing friendly. Offshore, westerly winds today, 25 to 30 knots, diminishing to 20 to 25 this afternoon. Seas 5 to 7 feet, 6 seconds apart. Sounds and rivers very rough, diminishing to rough this afternoon. Thursday, tomorrow, northwesterly winds 15 to 20, gusts up to 25, diminishing to 10 to 15 in the afternoon. 3 to 5 footers subsiding to 2 to 3 in the afternoon tomorrow. Looking, it's a sign of a better time to come. Near shore seas 2 to 3 tomorrow. Sounds and rivers choppy, diminishing to a moderate chop in the afternoon, and on Friday looking much more better. Northerly winds 10 to 15 knots, becoming northwesterly 5 to 10 in the afternoon. Seas around 2 feet. Seas around 2 feet. That's not going to help you ripple riders at all, is it? Sounds, those are surfers that don't know how to surf. Sounds and rivers, a moderate chop, diminishing to a light chop in the afternoon.
Okay, today will be sunny with a high near 61, south 15 miles per hour with gust as high as 23. Tonight, clear with a low around 38. Thursday, sunny with a high near 64. Thursday night, clear with a low around 34. And Friday, football Friday, mostly clear. Oh, excuse me. No, it's going to be sunny with a high near 64, but the evening lows will drop to 40. So it will get it'll get cool at the football game Friday night.
Can you reach out to Sunday for all those Chris fans?
For all
one of them.
Yeah, I saw that. Let me see. It's a good thing I kept this other up
because
Sunday.
I think there's a
high near 75.
When they lower it.
75.
It changes every day.
Okay, go to the one where it's 77 with the heat index of.
Hey, Kathy, what's up?
You so silly.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning,
Silly.
Dee.
It's a good day to rake leaves, no wind. Woo-hoo.
Yeah.
Hey, I wanted to talk about the wreaths that Chris was mentioning.
Uh-huh.
As far as getting them, I don't know if anybody really knows, but these wreaths are very special. They are hand put together.
Yep.
Up there in Maine. They take the evergreen part and they put them into 10 different sections. And each one of those sections represents a part of that wreath, which some of them, I'll just give you a list. One of them is belief, love, strength, honesty, humility, ambitious, concern, pride, honor, respect. Those are all parts of that wreath. Each piece is a section of it that has to be put together by these individuals up there in Maine. So they're handmade with a meaning behind each part of those wreaths that get laid on those veteran cemeteries. So I just wanted to mention that for the $17. You guys are getting a real bang for your
Oh,
buck.
absolutely. And you don't have to even go to the store to buy it or order it. Just place a call and you and Chris will take care of it and make sure you can do the work. I know that. So,
Yes.
so anyway, two unsung heroes here. I can tell you that right now. So y'all
Yes.
don't let their efforts go for nothing.
Thank you, Buttercup.
No. You're very welcome. I just
Call
wanted
her
to let you know.
Buttercup.
Buttercup.
Yes, he does.
Buttercup.
Buttercup.
That's about sweet.
There you go.
Mercy.
I'll get called Dixie Cup.
Did Robbie get her gift?
No,
Not
it's
yet.
sitting right
I
here.
got it right here to be given to her.
Oh, okay. Make sure she gets it now.
Oh, hey, you can't, listen, she's already listening. Do you think that I can keep that from her now? She's going to say, you got something to hand me? Yes, ma'am.
That's right. Lee, and you got something, so now Robbie gets something.
There you go.
So Sarah.
Well, she has the tree, and she will put me in the tree at some point in time, and I'm sure.
So this one should go at the top because it's a Robbie.
Okay,
gift,
good.
so.
I won't open it. I'm going to be surprised when she gets into it.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Kathy.
Thank you.
Y'all have a great day.
No, you too.
See you later.
Yeah, and we should have Dr. Rosemary flashing our lights here. Just she could be flashing again today.
Oh, I have to look up that
She's a
singing.
great
with that.
flasher. I wonder if she's got a pole. Nothing.
I need to ask her about it.
I'm going to ask her choice of turkey.
Turkeys?
Well, I know turkey, but how she likes hers.
Yeah, how you want it cooked? Or, that might be something to ask too, because
I'm
it's
listening.
sort of an American type of thing.
Mhm.
But she came from the Dominican Republic.
Yeah.
I wonder what they do there.
Turkey jerky.
Do they celebrate Thanksgiving? It's kind of like Great Britain. Do you think they celebrate the 4th of July? I don't think so. That was a bad day for them.
I would, I'd be curious what our listeners, how they like it. I mean, we have a ton of listeners that
So as soon as Dr. Rose is through, and
before Peter
gets here, or after Peter's gone, or whatever, I'm going to ask Peter today how he likes his turkey.
It'd be interesting since he comes. No, he's not from across the
Wait a
big
minute.
pond.
Didn't he say something the last time that he can't eat chicken? Isn't that close enough to turkey? He can't eat that stuff?
I don't know.
We're going to ask her.
Chicken, whatever. Is that what it's? No, there's a.
Well, it's a fowl bird, right?
Well, I know foul people too.
Well,
Boy, this conversation's going
you're not
foul.
gonna throw me a deep vet. Well, I know there's some
No,
you probably like to.
We leave that for the cannibals. They put them in
Some of the
water.
some of the people you've talked about this morning already, I'm sure you wouldn't mind putting into a vat.
It's a waste of good oil.
Yeah.
Just put them in the hot pot.
9-1
Red hot.
910-333-0139 after Dr. Rose calls. If you'd like to tell us how you like your turkey.
And there she is.
Here, what is it? How does the song go? Are you ready? Here she comes, just a walking down the street singing.
Do-a-dee-dee-dee-dum-dee-dee-doo.
Good Lord.
Dr. Rose, that's your that's your intro. How do you like it?
I don't really say anything about Dr. Rose, but it is a very nice.
Red roses for our dog. Lady. There you go.
Help me,
Roses for
Dr. Rose.
Rose. How's that?
Help me.
I just made that up.
Yes, she did. Did a good job.
We know that you did.
Okay. Oh.
I remember getting that knife out of your back.
It's like a syringe for the flu shot.
Man, well, a crooked needle.
Oh,
Dr. Rose, have you ever stuck a kid with a needle and he came out bent?
What?
It might have happened a time or two. I did have a little one who was kicking and screaming and trying to reach out for me to scratch my eyes out. And that one, I didn't have the grip on his leg that I thought I had. And when the needle came out, that one was bent.
oh.
That was you? That you were my doctor?
Yes, that was me.
Oh my goodness gracious!
She gave you 2 extra lollipops.
Yeah, right. Huh? She hit me with them. No, I did. I remember one time, and I didn't know it until it came out. The doctor said, "Look at what you did." I'm looking at the needle, and the thing was bent slightly. I just thought that was weird. I was like 6 years old. I remember it. It scared my mom. It didn't bother me because I didn't know any better, and the doctor thought it was just kind of cool. He's probably still got that on his wall up there next to his diploma.
That's probably. I don't think so. I think he was probably as flustered as your mom.
Yeah. Flu. Let's see. Flu. COVID. Cold weather. Nastiness. Children. Eating.
It is
playing,
making up for a
socializing
lot.
together. Petri dishes they are.
It is making for a lot of illness.
Is it? Ouch.
There's a lot of illness going on right now, and
Petri dish.
parents are having to deal with it. But if you deal with it early, it's going to be a lot less painful than if the problem is ignored and you deal with it late.
Is turkey soup as good as chicken soup in helping people when they're sick like that? Because I know chicken soup works, right?
I would guess that both of them work pretty well. But the one that's famous is the chicken soup. So if you want to go for the more medicinal and comforting one, I guess you would choose the chicken soup. But after Thanksgiving, you're going to have some turkey, so it's good to make some turkey soup and freeze that away for a cold day
or when you get sick. Well, okay. What should parents be on the lookout for? They're going to come home. They're going to get off the bus. You're going to pick them up. They're going to have runny noses. They're going to have this. They're going to have that. What do? How do you just scrub them down and send them out again the next day? Start all over again?
Well, a little bit of that with a little bit of other, which would be just, I always say that a dash of thoughtfulness goes a very long way. So if you look at your kid and you say, he's just got a runny nose, just, think about, is it clear? Is it thick? Is he coughing? Is he clearing his throat? Does he seem uncomfortable? Is he waking up and being restless at night? So those are the things that tell you that something is amiss. And if you don't direct your attention to that, then in a few days, you're going to have a very sick kid. The kids don't necessarily realize that they're sick until they're very, very, very sick. And then they crawl into your lap and they say, I don't feel well. By the time that happens with most kids, because they're so busy running around and just being kids, that it's going to be hard to get them better. And it's always good to remember kids get bounced back very quickly, but it's going to take at least as long as the time that they got sick to get them better again.
So but generally speaking, there are some kind of warning signs, right? That they're getting sick. You just don't read them.
Well, sometimes we're so busy in our lives that we don't. They're not running around as much. They're not bothering you as much. They're keeping to themselves. All of those are signs that there's something wrong. But you don't necessarily need to take them to the doctor at that point. But if you feed them lots of fluids, maybe some herbal teas with some honey in it, give them a little extra hug and rest. Give them some immunotherapy like vitamin C and vitamin D and zinc. They make those in little gummies now, so the kids take them easy. And watch them. Prayerfully watch your kid at that point and see what happens in the next day.
I would think that in a household without a thermometer, if they've got kids, that is a bad thing not to be with a decent thermometer, right?
That is so true. You would not believe the number of parents that are offended because I said before you bring him in, I'd like a temperature so that I know what to do with that sweet kid. And I know whether, to give them some fever suppressant, or if that fever is really, really high and he's looking really, really sick, maybe that child should not be coming directly to the pediatrician. Maybe he or she should be going to the urgent care center or the ER because it needs to be investigated. Does the kid have sepsis, which is an infection in the blood? Does he have meningitis? Does he have an appendicitis? When the fever is really, really high and it won't break, but you don't know that it's that high, then there might be other causes, and you don't want to lose time.
Are there?
So yes, every home should have a thermometer in it, but really, really should have a thermometer if you have a child in your home.
Are there any? I mean, I know you ran for state school superintendent one time, so I know you're interested in the educational aspect of this whole deal, particularly when it deals with kids like that. Are there any rules in place or any of the procedures? Do school systems? We should have asked our board of our school chairman, school board, school superintendent the other day when we had him in here. But are there any rules out there that maybe at a state level, or should there be, about parents being notified when there happens to be like a half dozen kids in one schoolroom getting sick? Should everybody be notified to that effect?
I thought there already was.
I don't know.
They put out notices, but I'm not sure that always occurs. I just don't think that sometimes, there's so many other things going on that I don't think that we're following that procedure. But yes, there's supposed to be something in place, but I don't think, I don't know that it's a law. It's just a procedure where the parents are notified, and you have to look in their websites and whatever messaging system your school has to see if there are lots of illnesses, and it would help the parents. Like between a week and 3 weeks ago, hand, foot, mouth just absolutely overtook all of the schools, and it was few kids that at least in our part of the state, and it was huge. We were completely filled with kids with hand, foot, mouth disease, and some of them were pretty severely sick. None of them wound up in the hospital, but some of them were very, very ill.
Dr. Rose, is this a myth or a fallacy on colds that you can catch a cold from someone with a cold?
No, that's not a myth. It's a virus. And if you sit next to a person with a virus and they're coughing, the spittle is going to, get over things, and you might touch that and then touch your nose, and you might get sick. You certainly have a bigger percentage of getting sick if you're around a person who has a cold than if you're not.
How about a follow-up to that? Saline solutions for your nose. Is that recommended on a daily basis?
Well, I don't know about a daily basis. It can't do any harm. But what it does is it probably waters down some of that bacterial or viral substance that you might be exposed to. And since it waters it down and it helps it drain out, it can decrease the chances of it getting into your respiratory system and getting you sick. Plus, moisturizing your airways is always a good idea. The least moist, and that's why people, when they're dehydrated, tend to get sick faster. The more fluids there are in you, the more you can drain some of that icky phlegm and stuff, and the less chances you have of getting sick. So it's a good idea. If you see a lot of people sick around you and you want to do one thing to prevent yourself from getting sick, using some saline solution throughout the day is a very good idea, actually.
That makes a whole lot of sense for somebody like me. But growing up as a young person, not as a kid, but I guess I was a kid, 16, 17 years old, diving. We were hardy, stupid, but hardy, as all kids are. And we were diving year round. Just put a 1/4-inch wetsuit on, and water temperature be down in the 40s, upper 40s, low 50s in the ocean. That's cold. It's salt water. You cannot go in the water and stay immersed for any period of time without sucking in some water, some salt water, cold salt water. I never had a cold. I was in cold water all the time, but I never had a cold in those days. I never got sick when I was doing that kind of stuff. Maybe it's the cold salt water that works. Saline solution.
Yeah.
It is possible. It's possible. I think that saline, that's why some people, when they've been sick a while, and even back in the time of tuberculosis, they used to go out to 2 different places. One was the mountains for that good mountain air,
Right.
And the other one was the sea. And they would wash themselves in the sea and salt water,
Right.
to see if they would get better. And many times they did get better. So I think that the sea and the mountains have some medicinal the properties to them.
And not to make light of it, but I think animals know this kind of stuff a lot better than people do, because there have been so many stories, not around salt water necessarily, but animals not doing well. They go down and they get on a riverbank, cover up in mud, scrub everything off, get in the water. I've seen so many. I've seen so many stories about that kind of stuff, and there are pictures of it. Animals washing themselves clean in mud.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I would not recommend that for our children, though.
Oh no, not for kids. But I'm just saying, but they're keeping clean, and they don't have soap and water. They got water and mud. So they would do things like that.
Mud wrestling.
Oh, Lee'll do it if Roman is in there. Mud wrestling.
She wants Jello though instead of mud.
No, mud's, you get a good wash off and you feel so vibrant.
Uh-huh.
So, Dr. Rose, let's ask you this as we get close to Thanksgiving.
Here's the big question for the day.
Question.
I was asked you going to ask a medical one, but I'll get this. Dr. Rose, your turkey for Thanksgiving, if you have it, is it in the oven or in a deep fat fryer? How do you prefer yours?
I hate to burst the bubble.
Told you.
Dr. Dave, my husband, does not like turkey. And we buy a big chicken, a big hen. And I make that instead. Because he does not like turkey.
Sounds
I like
good.
turkey.
That's just
But
a baby
there's only two
turkey.
of us.
That sounds good.
Yeah, so I don't make a turkey. I make a big roasted hen.
Nice.
You're going to ask if it's alive or dead?
No. Do you cook it after it's dead, or do you cook it while it's alive, like lobsters?
No, not like
Deadly.
lobsters.
It's been like this all morning, Dr. Rose.
It is called Wacky Wednesday.
Conventional way.
Is there actually medicinal purposes for turkey, like it helps you go to sleep? Or is that just overeating?
No, I don't think it's actually one of the substances in it.
Mm-hmm.
And the name escapes me right now, but I think it has something to do with tryptophan. Is one of the substances that can cause for restfulness, and for you to not maybe fall asleep, but feel very relaxed.
Tryptophan.
Actually, it's also known as Benadryl. Dr. Rose, Lee just kept on looking. She didn't pay me any attention, but she bought what I just said. You understand?
I wasn't paying you any bit of attention. I was reading it says turkey. Dr. Rose was absolutely 100% correct.
Of course.
Turkey
As always.
contains, is it tryptophan or tryptophan? Tryptophan, an essential amino acid that influences sleep.
Get you to take a trip
I need to put that in a
But
bottle.
to the La La Land.
it just causes restfulness, I think.
Yeah.
But it's because you're restful and you've eaten a bit more than usual. That's why people have Thanksgiving now.
Well, when you get up early in the morning to cook that stupid bird, if you have to do it in the
No,
oven.
called it a stupid bird.
Well, he is stupid. He wouldn't be in the oven if he wasn't stupid. He'd be out there flying around. But if you, I've lost both of my partners in crime here.
Well, I did have a very
Important. Real
a real medical question I wanted to ask you, Dr. Rose, because I came across this the other day, and I was just like going, I wonder if this is real.
She read it on the
Alpha Gal syndrome, AGS. They said it's a food allergy that causes individuals to become allergic to red meat and other products derived from mammals. It typically develops after a bite from the Lone Star tick.
That's correct.
See, it is such a
This does
thing.
happen. And so some people will develop an allergy to a specific kind of meat, like pork. It's a very, very. I thought that it was a joke because it sounds like made up. This can't possibly be happening, but it is not. I've met quite a few people that, well, just all of a sudden they're allergic to certain meat products. And when they have them, they get very sick to the stomach. They have terrible headaches, and it sort of feels like a bit of an allergic reaction. And it's based on the kinds of amino acids that meat has, and it happens after the being bitten, and you don't even know that it happened. So you have to sort of deduct it, put it all together. I can't remember who diagnoses this, but it is a something that can be diagnosed with a certain blood test, I believe. And once you have it, I think you have the potential to sort of your system to outgrow it, but it sticks around for quite a while, and by quite a while, I mean years. I haven't encountered a child with it, so I'm wondering if maybe children are not as prone to it as adults, but I do know quite a few adults, especially parents of children who come to the clinic, who have that.
Wow.
Well, Dr. Rose, thank you.
One last question, cultural question for you.
Absolutely.
Is Thanksgiving celebrated in the Dominican?
That is a very good question.
Thank you.
They call it Turkey Day, El Día del Pavo, but they do not typically celebrate Thanksgiving, which makes Hannah very sad. She doesn't have the time to come over here because, as you can imagine, it's in the not in the middle of the week, but it's Thursday and the next day is Friday. So she's not able to come back home, and it's really just one more day in most Latin American countries, including the Dominican Republic.
That's what I would have guessed.
And one more tidbit is that Canadians have their own Thanksgiving, and it is officially a holiday, and I think it's the fourth Monday of October.
Really? Huh. Well, they've always been kind of confused.
I'm just curious. Has Hannah told you the recent temperatures over in the Dominican?
Hot.
I look them up quite frequently just so I know what her day is like, and the highs are somewhere in the mid 80s right now.
Is there any heat index on
I knew that was next. Chris is hung up on the heat index.
I know. I love the heat. I love the Dominican Republic.
I think we have a great big fan that blows over the Dominican Republic and the Caribbean that would bring the air over here.
That's called a hurricane. No, thank you.
Not that kind of fan. A nice, gentle fan.
Dr. Rose, I've been there 3 times. I love the Dominican. I hope to live there soon.
I've been next door to it a couple of times, but I didn't like that at all.
It is a beautiful island, and it's been a lot more successful in doing well and keeping people safe that visit now.
Yeah, Dr. Rose, thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Rose.
We
You
shall
guys have a great week.
we shall see you next
You
week.
too.
Thank
Have
you.
a blessed week.
Dr. Rosemary Stein. Before we go over here, situation. Made in China is not, it's really a bad thing.
Made in China.
Made in China. So be careful. A massive bridge at a hydropower station in southwest China. Did you see this?
Yes.
It had just reopened after they did work on it. It collapsed yesterday. A massive bridge. Did you see that? Sending concrete and steel plunging into a river only a couple months after it reopened.
Injuries.
That's
I don't think there was anybody on it at the
There
time.
wasn't. Okay.
yeah.
Thank God for that.
The collapse was confirmed to the Chinese state-run Global Times, saying that no casualties had been reported. Well, if it's reported to the state-run news
not gonna know
operation,
that.
we don't know what happened.
Right.
That's like Pravda in Russia or Radio Moscow.
Mhm.
Yeah, you can count on those for facts. Cracks were detected a day earlier on the road surface and slope, prompting authorities to impose temporary traffic control. Shut that sucker down until you get it fixed, but then it just collapses. And a tour bus
No.
in Niagara Falls.
Oh.
5 killed, including a Columbia University student in New York tour bus crash. They'd visited Niagara Falls and it crashed.
Yeah, as we get ready to segue into Peter, I just like to say this, folks: live each day like it's your last, because you don't know.
You really just
don't know, Peter.
I
I'm
do
not
that.
trying to. I didn't mean it to mean the kind of way it came across, but
No, I do that every day traveling Western Boulevard. If
Yeah.
anybody was on Western Boulevard yesterday,
oh my gosh,
I witnessed 3 near wrecks. I was like, please just get me home.
it looked
Please get me
like Christmas,
It
day
was
after Thanksgiving.
crazy.
Christmas,
Yeah.
People
Why was
pulling out
that?
in front of other people, and I'm like,
on Western.
Western Boulevard. It's crazy
Just-
yesterday.
Kind of the
Crazier.
parking you probably saw when you got off work. For those that were going to Golden Corral, they were parked every open
Probably a
spot.
lot of people there yesterday. So anyway, Peter Wright, our man about town, the man with with all the information that we need to know about Medicare and stuff like that. And trust me, they're now hanging up on me instead of me hanging up on them when they call me. Whereas I just ask them, "Where are you?" I'm at my desk, or I'm. No. What country are you in? Click. And one yesterday, the background noise of all the other people chattering was so loud. I said, "Listen, not to be rude, but I can't hear you. You are obviously in a call center somewhere." Click. They hang up on me.
Yeah. Yeah.
In other words, they're scammers.
Yeah, or they're in it to make money for themselves.
Well,
really.
that's okay
That's it,
making money,
yeah.
but when you're
But what I mean by that
Yeah.
is they're in it to push you into the plan that they want to sell, not the one that's the most suitable for
okay,
you.
well, let's
More
just-
than likely.
Let's just put you
Yeah.
on the spot
And
here.
They're not
I know.
allowed to phone you anyway.
Yeah, I know that but you can sell plans to for a bunch of different companies, right?
Yes.
Just
yeah.
okay. So
Yeah.
you're one of those guys that if you see a different plan over here that fits, or they ask you about a plan, you can guide them in that direction. You can tell them the
Yeah.
pluses, the minuses, the goods, the bads, and the uglies, right?
Yes.
Okay, well, good. So this is not a guy that's just peddling one deal.
No.
He's got more than one item that he can help you with. So he's out there. Number one, help us, help me. And I got to go almost stop by, what's today? Almost stopped by Monday, but things got a little out of hand when I was out Monday shopping. Bless you.
God bless you.
Uh-oh. He's got one of those.
Spittle,
We
spittle.
were just talking about, but he's not a little kid. He's a teenager. He's not a little kid.
Okay,
No, I haven't got a cold. I don't know where that came
from. There's all sorts of stuff in the air these days, I will tell you.
But knowing me, there'll probably be more to come. And once that starts,
Okay.
I usually do 3 at least. I usually count them.
My fault.
There's 1, okay, now 2, and then 3, and then I'm usually done.
I'll say for Kathy.
Yeah,
I
how
used to,
many?
when we first met and started dating and stuff. And she would sneeze. I would say, "Bless you," and then 7 more would come, and I just would wait and just go one big, "Okay, bless you for
Yeah.
us."
Bless you.
that's exactly the same with my father. He used to do about 10, one after the other. It just wouldn't stop.
That's their
Mine's just normally been 3. If I'm less than 3, then I say, I got one. It's come. Just wait.
Lee. She's getting ready to
She's
sneeze
thinking
now.
about it.
She's trying to hold one back. Don't do that.
You hold it back.
At the
and,
post office, it used to be if you sneeze 3 times in a row, you got to go home for the day.
That don't work here.
No.
Really?
Get out.
Well,
It was a big joke around it.
Oh, okay.
I'm going home.
Peter, can I start by asking you a question from your last visit? May I?
Go ahead.
Before you go.
That sounds ominous.
No, well, no, it's not, but it's one that I saw on here, I
Uh-huh.
think, again,
Yeah.
about veterans and VA, and I think maybe it's called Champ VA. My wife's a
Yeah.
veteran,
Yeah.
and she signed me up for Champ VA, but she, as a veteran, is not entitled to it. She talked to the VA, said, no, you're not entitled to it, but your dependent can get it. Is there some kind of difference
Oh,
Not entitled to what?
to this?
Benefits.
Well, she already has Medicare and the VA benefits.
Yeah. So what isn't she entitled to?
This plan we talked about last week, I think it's called Champ VA.
Okay.
What the requirement says is you have to have Medicare Part B as a dependent to qualify for this.
Mhm.
So we'll just come see you.
And does she have Part A and Part B?
She has
or-
Part A and Part B. So she has Blue Cross
Yeah.
Blue Shield because we
But
got
she-
it through you on Part
Uh-huh.
A, Part B. And then she also has the
and she has VA as well.
VA as
We
well.
may as well just
So
get a
Champ VA is for
table
family
here.
members, as
Right.
far as I'm aware. You know,
Okay.
I don't deal with the VA myself, but I help people who have got either VA or TRICARE and VA.
Okay, so
or,
that's the
or
dependent.
Champ VA.
That's
yeah.
the dependent. What
Yeah.
the dependents could get
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So it's for family members.
because they've already
Yeah.
got their own. They got the VA
Yeah.
stuff.
I asked. I wanted to ask.
And if you're on Champ VA, I could help you as well. So,
I'm not. I don't know if I'm on it yet or not. They sent me a
Okay.
package. They
Uh-huh.
sent me a card.
Better go see
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
You better
Okay,
take all your
good.
mess with you. You go see him.
Well, there's plenty of parking now. I think free meal was done.
Yeah, because I've got to go sit down and have a long chat with you. I'll bring my list of meds because they may have changed.
Mhm.
I'll bring everything I got and I'll come see you and we'll sit down and talk, see if with whatever's happening, because some changes have occurred or are occurring for next year.
Mhm.
I just want to know how they apply to me and how I can either take advantage of them or get screwed by them. And if I need to do something differently. So that's the one thing I've got to do. God, because it's been so good the way it was.
And it probably will continue to be. Yeah.
Well, I'm sure it
Yes,
is.
yeah.
Might have to make a change or two, but
Yeah.
like the Silver
Well-
Sneakers program.
Yeah.
We got to go talk to some people. They're gonna have to sign up for that.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I go to Courts Plus and
That's
they
what
do
I mean.
not take silver sneakers.
Not yet, but they
so
need to, don't they?
That would be good.
Yeah, we need to talk to them. I'll hold them underwater and you have a chat.
Okay.
Okay, now we're we're less than a month away from December the 7th, from Pearl Harbor Day.
Yeah, I think we're now more than halfway through.
Yeah.
Just slightly over halfway.
Got 3 weeks to go,
So-
y'all. Today's the 12th. December 7th is the cutoff for most situations. There are exceptions that you will be dealing with. You'll be dealing with them as we go forward. But if you've turned 65 during this past year and you've never been on a Medicare plan, there are lots of things you need to know. Some things that you might not think I don't even go see a doctor. Well, you might want to reconsider that process, because the older you get, there may be some things that are happening with you now that you're not picking up on either. So preventative medicine is good. I will tell you that. So, but you need to talk to Peter and get on board, make sure you got the right plan, because you're going to get Medicare. They're going to give you Medicare, but what part of Medicare can help you most? And how do you need to take an enhancement program? Because that's what I call it. There are other
I
possibilities.
suppose
there.
that's one way to look at it. Yeah.
Mhm.
How can you make sure you're getting the right package to fit your needs? And
Yep, you can
and get
fine-tune
those-
it.
you make use of benefits and so on that are available.
Okay. So what are people talking to you about? What are their concerns when they come see you now?
That's where I sat down and put this down. I was writing down the ones that it's basically from a whole list of types of people. So
okay.
state retirees are coming to see me. They're looking at a plan that has stronger benefits. They want dental, vision, maybe emergency response button, in-home support services. And so they can they can add a plan to what they've that they can change their plan essentially. And you don't lose anything, because if you decide to change back again next year, you're able to change back to a state retiree plan. got veterans. I have a number of veterans come to see me, with TRICARE and VA or VA, or even Champ VA. I think I had one of those this year.
Now, and again, I've got some retirees, veterans, one in particular that
Yeah.
we don't need anything else. We don't really need anything other than what we're given. We're perfectly happy, perfectly satisfied with what the insurance. Yeah, but they get Medicare anyway. They're going to have that, right?
Yeah.
But there are things that they can do with the Medicare plan that might help their way of life.
Well,
That's the way I look at it.
They can also, I mean, because like I've had, one, maybe two people come to me and say, well, I don't want to get Part B because I've got VA. I'm saying, well, if you get Part B, you can get a plan that gives you a substantial amount of money back, costs you nothing, and it really helps pay most of your Part B premium. So, and then
plus you get all the stuff.
and then you can get a vision plan and a dental plan with it. And so, then they decide to get the Part B and take one of those plans. I mean, that makes a lot of sense rather than not getting Part B. And then if you ever do want to get it in the future, you've got a late enrollment penalty because you didn't take it.
$1 here, $1 there, $10 here for what used to be 25 cents worth of aspirin. Costs $8 or $10 worth now. But if you, the minute you go in and you've had a coronary issue, your doctor, I'm sure they're still doing the same thing because they renew my make sure I'm still doing it every time I see my cardiologist. You will be taking an 81 milligram, that's a baby aspirin, y'all, daily. Now, they're cheap. 365 days a year is a little bit less than cheap. Not expensive. But if you've got some of these plans like I've got, like Lee's got, I guess, still has, I get $84 every quarter on a little card. I take it in, it's like a credit card or a debit card. And I can buy these over-the-counter things that my insurance, if I try to file for it on insurance, it ain't going to pay for it. Or if they do, they're going to pay 50% or whatever. But you get $84 worth of stuff like that if you take over-the-counter Nexium. Like my doctors have put me on for years. It pays for it.
Yeah, it helps a lot.
I can get that.
Yeah.
Are you going to walk by $84 lying on the sidewalk every quarter? 4 times $84 is about $350 a year. Anybody in there got one? If you don't want it, just give me your card. I'll use it for me. There's all sorts of stuff at the drugstore you can buy for that $84. And it's part of the plan. You're paying for it. Right?
Yeah, no, that's this year. Unfortunately, for next year, they've had to reduce those amounts, as I've mentioned to you, because they've put more money. And as it happened to virtually all the companies nationwide, they've had to reduce the amounts they put in on benefits because they put more money onto the drug side.
I understand that. But there's going to be something somewhere. And it may not be that particular debit thing. It may be something else that you can take advantage of.
Yeah, like Lee really likes the rewards part of it, don't you, Lee?
Yes, I do.
What are the rewards?
The things that I can, you get 2 a year that you can pick from. Like I told you, I got the bath mat, which is heavy duty. It never turns moldy. It cleans really easy. No, they're nice and they're thick.
Yeah, you need to show me how to order one of those today.
Okay. And then I have my card, every time which I need to add another visit onto my card and see if I get more money, but I can use it on anything. I can use it at the grocery store. I can use it to buy gas.
Really?
Yes. Right now I have $50 on mine and I just have to activate the card. But
is it the same card, the Flex card thing?
Yes, it's the Flex card. You can use it on anything.
Well, I can use mine on anything now.
Yeah, and you're doing it by doing your fitness tasks and getting screenings done.
Your screenings. You go to your annual Oh, that was really good.
Uh-huh.
That was a real slip of the tongue there.
You're thinking about politicians again. Brain
You go
surgery.
to your yearly exams, you know, that, and then women have special exams
Yeah.
that they have to take, you know, once, just like men should be doing it. And
I don't
things like
think
that.
the same thing.
Well, it's not the same thing. It is different, but
Okay.
still, men do have an exam that you should be taking. Don't you have to go to?
I do. Well, I see my doctor once a year.
Yes, yes.
And so I have
Covers everything, but when you
covers
have to have
everything.
like for women, if you have to have a mammogram,
Yep.
you know, they don't do it in the doctor's office. You have to set up a separate appointment to go for that. And that's once a year, which I just took last week. And let me tell you, it was cold in that place. That's all I've got to say. It was so cold in there.
Well, shut up now.
Oh, come on now.
But you can get rewards for exercising. I think it's 8 times a month, $10 each time you do
Does that
that.
include going swimming?
Yes, yeah.
Yes.
Really?
Yes. That's
Yes,
exercise.
I didn't know that.
And I think $5 a month for various socialization things, so talking to friends or having groups of people.
Radio club.
Oh, we talk to a lot of people every day.
That's a lot
Yeah,
of talking
that's
there.
true.
Yes.
You mean that
So-
for every day that I've been running 5Ks just for the fun of it and staying healthy, I could have gotten paid.
Yes.
You wanna-
yes.
Yeah, well, you get if you did that for eight times during each month, then you get $10. Yeah.
It's 40 miles.
That's a new pair of sneakers for me to break in.
Yes, yes. There's a lot of
So
advantages.
There is. Yeah.
It's an incentive.
It's an incentive to get you exercising.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I understand that. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Running our mouths, we could get paid for that. 10
Socializing is a club
times
event,
a month.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a club event. Hey, y'all club members. That's what we're going to call you now.
Well, I
Yeah.
know when I go in to put in my stuff, there's a drop down box and there's only certain things that you can choose. I mean, I've not seen it yet where a club event or socializing was listed on mine, but mine does have, like, if you go to the gym and you go so many days per week or month or whatever, you get credit for that. You get credit for your annual physicals.
Probation
Yeah.
officer visit.
Yeah, probation. Yeah.
Well,
I should get double points for
They
that.
should add raking leaves. Kathy would already have $100 million already. Bless her heart.
Yeah, I mow mine.
The
Yeah, she
wind will
makes it.
blow into the neighbor sooner or later.
Well,
Just
I
wait.
know. She loves it's
Good
she's
for her.
therapeutic.
It's
Yeah.
good for her.
So, Peter, one of the aspects, good things of coming to you is you can handle people like state retirees, veteran retirees,
Federal
retirees.
Yep. People on duals, people with Medicare, Medicaid, all the different types of situations, or maybe a combination thereof, where you've got somebody on TRICARE, but they're also a federal retiree. Or,
So, if,
Interesting. Okay, you're still up at the Walmart, but I see you reduced the days or changed the days around a little bit.
I'm putting for next week, Tuesday to Friday.
Okay.
I may do Monday, but I'm still trying to get hold of quite a number of people in Wilson and Nash County, and I haven't
gotcha.
managed to get all of them yet. So I may spend some time there. So I'm committing to Tuesday to Friday from 10 till 4:30 with a half-hour lunch break from
Okay.
1 to 1:30.
Well, I got to go shopping over there anyway. I got to buy some stuff. I got my quarterly stock of a particular item that only they have. So I'll be going in
Swiss
there. and-
Miss.
Huh?
Swiss Miss.
No, I get that somewhere else. Anyway, okay, Tuesday through Friday this week. I mean, next week.
Next week.
This
yeah.
week, you're still there through Friday this week.
Yes.
10 o'clock in the morning till about 1 o'clock when you go to feed your face.
For a lunch break.
Yeah.
Right?
1:30 in the afternoon until about 4:30.
Yep.
And then you'll be there. And this is at the Walmart on the Western Boulevard and intersection of Marine Boulevard and right behind the Golden Corral. 17 North, y'all, in Jacksonville. And if you go in there, there are those hours. You walk in the door
Groceries side.
and look on the grocery side and hang a right.
Hang a left.
left.
Grocery side's on the other side of this store. Yeah. Go into grocery side. That is the right-hand side, the northern entrance. There you go. On the north side of the store, go in that end and then hang an immediate left. Go behind the cash registers. Don't go into their little cubicles. Go behind it where the ladies there are taking your money, and then look for Peter.
Yep.
Yeah, and it's very important if you're new to the area, especially North Carolina, for people that are because we're such a transient area that they come see you. There's the big differences, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because the same stuff is not offered everywhere. You might get more here. You might get something new here, something different. So take advantage of the opportunity to come by and see him. It doesn't cost you anything. Let's get that. It's free.
And let's give my phone number too.
We're going to do that.
Yeah.
It's
Go ahead, Ray.
BR 549 25. Anybody else know what that was?
Yes.
Got an idea of it.
That was Junior Sample's telephone number when he was selling used cars on Hee Haw. 252-675-4488.
You got it. Well done.
I didn't
Without
think about the
looking,
last
I saw.
word.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
If I look at it, I gotta try to find it. Number one, and then
It's at the top
It's at the
somewhere,
top.
I think. Yeah.
252-675-4488. I got it right. Give Peter a call, and he will. He can set up a time frame for you, tell you when it's good, and if it has to be after hours or at a specific time,
yeah.
he can help you out with that. And a lot of folks, you're going back to work now. You might not have the advantage of being furloughed, if you want to call that an advantage. And I know we don't want to take away from you fishing or hunting time. So go ahead and make an appointment when he'll help you skin out your deer. I didn't think so. But anyway, if you need some special arrangements, do so. He doesn't charge you any more for that.
There's no charge.
That's
Yeah.
what I mean.
Yeah.
He doubles his fee, his normal fee. 2 times nothing is nothing, honey. But if you're out there and you just want to go grocery shopping, you can stop by. If he's not busy, go ahead and do it then. Just go down aisle 1 and do your thing there. Come back, you look up there. He's not busy, then you can stop and go over there and park your cart for a minute, and then you go ahead and have a chat with Peter.
Yep.
And
Don't buy the ice cream first, though. Okay, do that last.
well, one good point that you brought up also, Peter, is the fact that you may be fully satisfied with what you have now, but there may come a time where your health changes,
Mhm.
your circumstances change, and it's always best to talk to somebody like Peter to see if there's something better out there to meet your now needs.
Things do change as you gain a year or two here and there. As you find out suddenly, yeah, that's a pain that I have never had before. And it might be because you were young and dumb at one time and you did all sorts of stupid stuff. It's now catching up with you. Your knees going to be the first to go.
Mhm.
If you've been one of those individuals that have watched TV all your life and you've done nothing else, you might want to be seeing Peter because you're probably going to need a little bit of help in trying to get back in shape, to get into shape. And there are plans out there that can help you do it. And they give you incentives to want to do it. That's the cool thing. They make it easy for you, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
It once was, all you got to do is you just go out there and give them a credit card and they'll take care of you. Yeah, they will. And but at the end of the month, you will see a significant decline in the contents of your bank account.
Mhm.
Now,
Well, I'm actually reading a book right now by a doctor called Dr. Livingood, which is quite that's his
Really?
actual name, supposedly.
Oh.
And I've only read the first 60 pages or so, but he's really saying, you're the best doctor yourself. You need to get yourself fit and healthy, and really, because that's the way your body can keep you fit and healthy. So it's up to us to really exercise and eat right. At least I think that's what the message is going to be. There's another 200 odd pages to read, but it seems to be going that way. But basically, it's up to us to look after our body, not just to take pills and
No, you don't
stick
want that.
anything down ourselves.
If in this community here, we're blessed. We're blessed with a lot of young Marines, and those young Marines and those who decide to stay in the Corps, you're going to be in shape for the most part during your tenure.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
When your 20 is up, or 25 or 30 or whatever you decide to put in, you may get a little bit lazy. Yeah, we all do. You might not be out there having to do PT. You won't have to do PT unless your wife or husband make you. But unless you're dedicated, unless you get into a routine that you don't ever get out of when you get out of the Corps. Now, some people do that. They'll be unfit till the day they die at 112 years of age. But there are so many that don't. They just say, "Oh God, thank God, there's nobody out there making me do this." No, you should be the person. But you're probably going to take some lazy time, and the longer you take, the harder it is to get back to doing what you should be doing. But there are plans out there that will help you, and you don't have to wait for a drill instructor to start all over
Right.
to do it. You can do it yourself with some assistance, and there are programs out there. There are lots of gyms out there. There are organized efforts out there. There are ways to do this, and there are ways that it doesn't have to cost you an arm and a leg.
And I'd add one other thing. I see a lot of people from the age of 65 up, and the people that I see that are in their 90s, that I'd say on the whole, they are slim and they're fit. And it's very, and the ones that are really, with it, they've been exercising, or they've been keeping looking after themselves. So I think it's really important that we really do that in our lives.
Not to say so much bad about being big, overweight, because
well, I am overweight at the moment. That's why I'm looking at it and saying, well, I need to do this.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it as somebody who's fit and healthy. I'm saying that I need to take more exercise, and I'm going to, because I see, and I've noticed it, especially in this last year, 2 years, that the people that are really still going strong in their 90s have kept going and are looking after their health. And we need to do that.
Now, and what this does, and because I'm going to be one to speak for this personally, when you get on some weight and you don't take care of yourself and you put on a little extra weight, your knees were built to handle whatever your structure will be, not what you make it. If you put on 20 pounds, that's 20 pounds extra that those two little D's down there and your ankles, but particularly your knees, because they bend a lot, they suffer. And the older you get, there is a life expectancy on your knees. They are joints, and they bend and they bend, and you sit down, you get up, you sit down, and after a while you wear out some parts on there. And the heavier you are, if you're too heavy for your knees, they're going to wear out sooner, and then you're going to be in a lot of pain.
But it's the same with your feet. I'm having trouble with the plantar fasciitis at the moment. I have been for a year and a half. It's something if you have your weight down, so I've got to lose 30 pounds. If I lose 30 pounds, I'll be in good shape.
You look like a skeleton.
I do not.
Peter,
not if you see me from the side. No.
You do not need to lose 30 pounds.
She's just trying to get you to take your shirt off too, like she does with him every day. What?
I need to lose weight too.
Both of you stop.
Yeah.
She didn't tell me to stop it. I'm not even going to give her the chance.
I tell you to stop eating.
That's right.
No, Reefer, you're not
I'll have
that.
to stop
You are
cooking to
not
stop
that.
eating, because I like what I cook.
Yeah, I do
All right,
too.
Peter, it's we can make light of it, but it's a serious situation out there. So we all want to live to be older. It's not just living to be older. Who wants to live lying around in a bed, or you can't get out of the chair without somebody helping you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Quality of life.
You want a quality of life
Mhm.
while you're doing all of this, and there are plans out there. Thank God that some of the companies, like we're learning here, Some of the companies are out there to help you do that. They'd rather you pay for you to stay alive than to have to pay death benefits. Okay.
Yeah.
Or to pay, because when you get older and that's when the expenses really start. If they have to pay for a lot of the care that you will be required to have, better to pay for that little bit of prevention. That's what these insurance companies are saying, than it is to have to pay for a full-time nurse or full-time this, bedridden, ambulances going back and forth to the hospital all the time. That insurance cost, those fees are more than it is to take care of you in advance.
Yeah.
It's purely financial.
And going to the gym and learning to do weight training is a good thing. It's enabled me. I've got severe rheumatoid arthritis, but by doing weights, and I started with no weights at all, and then went to 1 or 2 pound weights, and not this year because I had a flare up on one of my arms, but I've been doing up to 35, 40 pound weights now, which is. It really helps me with being able to work on cars and do stuff that I enjoy doing, and gives me some resilience in case I do get a flare up.
All right. No, that's a good weight right there. As you get older, you don't need to go too much more above that because you'll be doing damage rather than help. But that's very good.
There's one line here that I grabbed here. Federal retirees. We got a lot of them in this neck of the woods. I got one over here. Federal retirees, you get an extra $100 a month added to your Social Security to help pay Part B.
I do.
And a lot of other additional benefits. You can get money. They will pay you an extra $100 in Social Security if you do what you're supposed to be doing to help take care of yourself. They would rather do that because it'll cost them otherwise.
When Peter told me that, I said, "Sign me up."
There we go.
There we go.
Yeah.
If you're on a Medicare supplement plans who are looking to reduce costs and get the extra benefits that they've heard about or you've seen on all those commercials on TV,
Right.
whatever.
And you really can save money. And I'm on a Advantage plan rather than a supplement plan
Yeah, me too.
because of that. And I'm pretty ill with the rheumatoid arthritis.
Bless you.
I'm just
Yeah,
mad.
so-
I'm not ill. I just stay mad. We need something for madness, meanness.
Spoonful of sugar.
Yeah, a spoonful of sugar. How does that
Helps
one
the
go?
medicine go down.
Oh, that's
Helps the
right.
medicine go down.
Helps the
I don't want to take the
medicine.
medicine. Okay. All right. Seriously, folks, see Peter. He's there today beginning at 10 o'clock at the Walmart on Marine Boulevard North, US 17 North and Western Boulevard. Just stop by, say hi. He'll be there in 90 minutes, and he'll be there until his lunch break at 1. He'll be back about 1:30 until 4:30. If you need him outside those hours, make a note of the number. It's also on our website, our Facebook page. I'm sure you post it all the
Everything's
time.
there right now.
252-675-4488. 252-675-4488. That's for you Southern folks out there that need it slowly.
You don't have to be Southern, I'll tell you. What was that number again?
252-675-4488.
488.
We need to sing it. Get a jingle. That's what we need to do.
We need to make up a jingle for him.
252.
675.
4488.
There you go. Okay.
We have one last question. What do the Brits do for Thanksgiving? What
They
do
don't.
they eat?
They don't. They don't. We don't have Well, I think it was a harvest festival thing you'd have in a church, but when I was at school, when I was a young kid, but we don't have Thanksgiving like you have over here.
You don't
Really
eat,
don't.
You don't eat turkey, you eat pheasants, right?
Yeah.
So since you've become a dual citizen, right? You're
No, I'm
dual?
not dual. I'm American citizen.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah,
So
I gave it up when I. Yeah.
ice, it was
And
my
I was
mistake,
reviewing
my mistake,
my-
ice. But so do you celebrate Thanksgiving here?
Very much so.
And so what do you eat?
Well, I can't eat chicken
Told you.
or turkey.
Told you.
So
I knew he said that.
because of it affects my rheumatoid arthritis.
Right.
So we have a
Oysters.
ham or beef or something like
I
that.
see
How about
that.
oysters?
Yeah,
Did
I
you
can
do-
eat oysters.
Okay, well, that's the better one. That's the better tradition here in the
That's
South.
good. That's good.
Really?
Oysters are,
Oh, yeah.
Thanksgiving and oysters are just, they go hand in hand.
Oh, okay.
Do you like steamed oysters?
Yes. Yeah.
Well, see, the next time, Rayford, we'll have to make sure Peter comes.
Mm-hmm.
That would be fun. We could probably get some free health advice and.
We'll go get that anyway. What are you talking about? Jeez. All right, enough.
Just trying to sweeten the deal.
Peter, thank you.
Thank you.
We do appreciate your time.
Thank
Seriously.
you,
really
Peter.
do.
Okay.
Thank you, Peter.
Thank you very much. It's always a pleasure
And if
learning
you guys,
what's new.
if you guys need to get information, directions, or whatever, just if you can't find it on our Facebook page,
Call me.
just call us, or you
Yeah.
can call us on the air. You can send us a message on Facebook. We will send it to you.
That's right.
If you don't want, if you just send it to private, if you don't want the world to know about it, duh.
I've
not
had
that
quite
big
a
a
few
deal.
people call me wanting his information.
Yes,
and-
I've had some folks say,
Yeah, I know
what's that,
you
what's
have
that number?
too.
Why do you think I know your number?
Yeah.
It's because people ask me.
It's like etched.
And you think I can look through all this junk I got in my wallet? No, I can't find stuff in there anyway. So I just remember the number that I need to
Yeah.
remember.
Super.
Okay.
Well, thank you.
Thank you, Peter.
Cheers.
Okay. Cheers.
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 Yeah.
Be careful on the
Cheerio.
boulevard
Ta-ta.
today.
Cheers.
Did you send the links?
It's in the mail.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Cheers.
Okay.
Wait,
Bye, Peter.
Did she say the check's in the mail? Is that what
No,
she said?
I while he's here every morning, I make it a habit first thing, send the emails to him.
I gotcha.
So I just want to say, Elizabeth, I'm with you. Turkey with stuffing in the oven.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought she said she had just put it in the oven.
No,
I'm
no,
like,
no,
well,
no.
she-
Turkey is
she goes slow
stuffed
roasted.
and in the oven.
I get it now,
The
Elizabeth. I went
old-fashioned
back and
way.
read it properly.
Like mom and
I'm
dad
just
did.
not one that's a big fan of stuffing. To be
I
honest with
love
you, I
stuffing.
mean, it's okay, good, but 3 days after Thanksgiving is better.
All right.
If you got some
Oh,
stuffing left over somewhere that it's got, it works out well. If you, that's what I think, because it's more flavorful at that time.
Okay.
And then the gravy set up there after 3 days on the stuffing.
Oh, yeah.
Good.
Well, that brings up the age-old question: is it stuffing or is it dressing?
It's stuffing. You stuff it in
I
the
agree
turkey.
with you.
You stuff it in
You
it.
don't have to put it in the turkey, but it's still stuffing in my book.
You don't dress a turkey. You stuff it.
I'm going to read as nice as I can right now. This is coming from a man who lost his skirt.
That's right.
Okay, thank you. Still has not been found. Or maybe it has, and no one's going to return it.
We'll find it next year. Be flying from some flag on somebody's Veterans Day float.
It was red, white, and blue.
Is that like the semicircle type flag that
Yes.
you're talking about? Yes. I had a couple of those. I'll see if I can find one and give you one.
Thank you. Housestoppers,
Don't bother going offshore. Don't try to even go offshore today. All right, folks. Today and tomorrow, especially in the morning tomorrow, but today especially, don't. Just stay home, get your mess together, grease up some of that tackle. You'll be needing it sooner or later. Today, the marine forecasts offshore out to 20 nautical miles, 25 to 30 knot winds.
Oof.
They'll come down 20 to 25 this afternoon. That's not a big improvement. Seas 5 to 7 feet, 6 seconds apart. Sounds and rivers very rough, diminishing to rough this afternoon. Thursday, northwesterly winds 15 to 20, gust to 25, diminishing to 10 to 15 by the afternoon. Seas 3 to 5 tomorrow. They'll come down in the afternoon. In the afternoon, it's looking less worse. The inlet still may be choppy, so you'll have to be careful there, but the rivers and sounds will be okay. Near shore seas still running 2 to 3 tomorrow morning. Sounds and rivers remaining choppy, diminishing to a moderate chop by the afternoon. Tomorrow, Friday, is a much better day to plan to run offshore. Northerly winds 10 to 15 knots. Northwesterly 5 to 10 in the afternoon. Seas around 2 feet. Sounds and rivers a moderate chop, diminishing to a light chop in the afternoon.
Today will be sunny with a high near 61. Winds out of the southwest, 8 to 15 miles per hour, with gusts as high as 23. Tonight, clear with a low around 38. Thursday, sunny with a high near 64. Friday, sunny with a high near 64, with lows dropping during the evening to 40 degrees. Sounds like a good night for chili in my book. I'm just saying.
You
know,
Let me go
I'm
shopping
just-
out there on I-40 and see what I can find.
Oh,
Randy, one of the members of the Onslow Amateur Radio Club. We have about 8 or 9 of us now that gather in the mornings and to exchange temperatures, tell us what it is, and then I write them down, and conditions are here, there, and everywhere. Randy, aboard his golf cart this morning in the Southwest community, 35 degrees at that time. It's climbing, 58% humidity, and winds were 3 to 5. Not much wind, he said. No rain. Joe down in Swansboro had 42 degrees. And Joe was leaving. He is over in
Waffle Wednesday.
It's Waffle Wednesday for Joe and a lot of his other buddies out there. They go over to Morehead City with a ham radio club, and they meet on Wednesdays and have waffles or whatever. Dale, over there, that bend in the river as you're going up the river, New River here in Jacksonville, 37 degrees at about 6:30 this morning, 61% humidity. Winds were out of the south there, 4 miles per hour, no rain. Our buddy Lee, he's in Back Swamp. He is talking about Lee was sounding awful this morning. He is under the weather. Poor guy.
Feel better, Lee.
He
Feel
needs
better.
some of my chicken soup. I made a big old pot of homemade chicken noodle soup yesterday. Temperature, though, he's still sitting at 36 degrees, 70% humidity. Winds were light, 10 miles per hour, and there was no rain. Craig, on his way to work today. Thank you, Craig, one of our Marines out there. It was 37 degrees when he left home in Richlands. Bill, he's the guy that he's the lake keeper at Catherine's Lake.
Okay, yeah.
Bill's been around a while.
Go ahead.
Here
Go ahead,
it
answer
is.
Go
Here you
ahead.
go. Peter just left.
Go ahead. Put on speaker.
I know who that is.
Oh.
It says potential spam.
Yeah.
But anyway,
It's insurance.
Bill at Catherine's Lake, it was 35 degrees, kind of chilly out there on the lake this morning. No light wind and no rain. Ken in Onslow Bay this morning. Ken left last weekend and drove all the way up
New
Did he go to-
Jersey.
somewhere up,
north.
way up yonder.
Right.
And now he's stopping on his way back down to Florida. So he's having some breakfast at home in Jacksonville. He's out there on Onslow Bay off of
Rocky Run Road.
Rocky Run Road. He said it was 40 degrees about an hour and a half ago, 2 hours ago, 44% humidity. And Ward, our buddy there, who was stuck in the marsh yesterday, he finally freed himself up, found no birds, no fish. So
The Marine Mobile Man.
he was maritime mobile
Yeah.
yesterday. His Cedar Point area, 44 degrees, 50% humidity at the time. Winds out of the southwest at 5 miles an hour. No rain. Lee, aka Lady Blue, over in the Woodlands this morning. It was 35 degrees, 66% humidity, 1 to 2 mile per hour winds, and 0.01 inches on her rain gauge.
I'm the only one that got anything.
I think you were this morning.
Yeah.
Here at the studio, Country Club, it was 36 degrees at the time. It is now 40 degrees. Been climbing all morning. Got down to about 30 degrees overnight, and I've been watching it climb all morning.
Yes.
So it's up to 40 degrees here outside the studio. 66% humidity then. It's 54% humidity now, and our 63% humidity then. It's now 54%. And winds were out of the west-southwest, about 2 miles an hour, pretty much what they are right now, west-southwesterly, and no rain in the rain gauge. Jose, thank you for the ham radio guys out there.
It's fun.
It's a lot of fun, but it's still camaraderie, and we can chit chat. We can kind of get a feel about what's going on in their lives as well, because all of these people are watching the weather, but they also watch news, and they also have lives, and we know a little bit about what's going on before we get on the air.
Right.
Well, speaking of news, I want to congratulate and let our listeners know 910-333-0139 if you'd like to comment on this story. So, representative from Wisconsin. Wisconsin.
Which Wisconsin?
Cheesy.
I did that when Jordan had to work there for a year, but he is riding his motorcycle to DC because of the train or the plane situation with the government shutdown and air traffic controllers. So he is riding his motorcycle 16 hours or so from Wisconsin to DC to make sure he's back in time for the vote today.
Wow.
What I find is interesting is Chuck Schumer. Chuck Schumer didn't vote at all.
Interesting.
Okay, he
He's a
did
big
not-
mouth with nothing backing anything up.
Right.
What he says, right?
Right. You
Okay.
could go further south in the body and say that, maybe he doesn't have, but he didn't vote on this that I'm aware of.
Are you
This
talking
measure, this new bill.
No, he-
According to what I'm seeing on Politico, he did not vote for it. He just didn't vote, period. He didn't say yes. He didn't say no. He just didn't vote. But he, in 2026, is up for re-election, or his term as a minority leader, and he wants to do it again.
No,
No, he does.
no. I just say no.
Well, I'm saying they shouldn't, and I'm not a Democrat. I understand that.
Yeah, let's just say no. That's what they need to do. Just say no. Say, Chucky, go away.
Somebody challenge him.
Give him a bus ticket
he
to nowhere.
Just don't make it, Bernie Sanders.
well, oh my gosh.
Oh, that.
The Senate fight was bad. Yes, bad watching it.
Well,
And the Democrat has voted 14 times to not open the government. But
here's the problem. The Democrat Party is not the problem. They allowed a very small group of individuals to take over control,
That's right,
and they're
right.
socialists.
it's
Socialist is the first step of communism. You guys have got to realize that. If you don't believe it, look through history.
Look at New York City soon.
Look at New York City sooner than later. It's going to be
I'm gonna sit
happening.
back and wait and see what's going to happen there.
Who we got?
Steve.
Steve is coming in here to fight with Lee this morning.
Ah, no.
All right.
Yay,
Steve.
Steve and I never fight. We'll disagree, but we do it.
Oh, he wants to fight you today. though.
Steve.
Go ahead, Steve.
Well, first off, good morning, Steve. And second, Rayford and I are just going to sit back and listen to you two.
I must have missed something because I don't know what we're supposed to be fighting about.
It doesn't matter.
See,
It's
see.
Lee.
No, Steve's got my back.
Yeah, I would say so.
She don't. Okay.
Oh, that was
I'm not gonna-
half-hearted.
I'm not going to speak. I don't want to speak for her. She can say yay or nay. Do you like Chuck Schumer?
Steve's been my co-host
Do
on
I
the
like
show.
Chuck Schumer?
No. I'm asking Lee. Do you like Chuck Schumer?
Maybe because he's
His
already
politics,
half-baked.
no. His politics, no.
That's politics now.
Uh-uh.
Should he run for minority leader again?
No. But,
Now you want to fight with her? Steve?
Schumer's doing what Schumer does. That's being part of the Democratic Party.
I'm gonna shut up, but I disagree with you.
No, he's doing what he's leading the Democratic Party, and the majority of the Democratic Party is strictly against all this government, the budget, the stopgap bills, everything like that. He's leading his troops. That's part of what he does, the same way that Mike Johnson on the Republican side leads the Republicans. Right? Steve, where'd you go? Help.
He's
Okay,
sharpening his knife.
I was waiting for my turn to jump in.
ahead.
As far as Chuck Schumer, not a big fan of him. But I don't expect to be. You know,
Okay.
he also is, I believe, been there so long that, like most people who have been there that long, he's losing touch with the majority of his caucus.
He's
because
worn
of how
out.
much younger they are.
You're right.
Well, you know, everybody has their heyday, and some of them can, force their relevance for a little bit longer, but I can see why some Democrats are tired of him. I don't know that, what they put in his place will be better. I don't really, I expect them to still be Democrats, at the end of the day. And I don't agree with nobody 100%. So I'm kind of out there,
God, we're
I'm
brothers in arms here. I say it all the time.
Yeah.
Okay, Steve.
But I would also on the other side say that he has accomplished a lot. And, there's some things I could say that, I don't know that I admire him for him, but I appreciate his accomplishments on some things. He didn't get there, by being stupid. I ain't gonna say he ain't never done nothing stupid. The error is human,
Yeah,
But,
it's like I've said before. everybody in Congress, 90, well, I don't know, percentage. I'm just going to grab a percentage number, 80, 85% of those, we don't even know who they are. We don't know their names. We wouldn't recognize their names, or we wouldn't recognize their picture if we saw them. Most of the people, because they do the daily work. It's the grind that they do. They sit in committees, they pass the stuff, what some people will call the mundane stuff, to keep the freaking government running, to keep us going, right? Day in and day out. Somebody's got to empty the toilets or call people or hire people to do that. They got to clean stuff, right? We've got the workers, then we got the people up there with mouths that just love to find a TV camera.
Right.
Just so they can run their mouths.
Right.
And thank God there's a minority of them, but the problem is they are the big mouths. They're the ones we know.
Well, I mean, the networks pick them out.
Yeah, well, of course, that make themselves available.
Well, you know, he's got. Go ahead.
I was going to say, when it comes down to it, as long as the people in the state or district they're from, the majority of them are happy with them, then that's democracy, and I'm happy with that. And I don't expect that I'm going to like all of them, you know, or that I'm going to agree with all of them. And some of them I'm going to think are, you know, why did they vote for this person? You know, but and that's good. That just comes with the territory. Yeah.
And Steve, I agree with you. I don't particularly like Paul Rand. I think
I don't like him at all.
I have moments.
I don't
There's
have
times I like him and times I don't.
Yeah,
you know, there's
same.
times that he seems, you know, a little kooky, and times he seems reasonable. And I mean, I can go across the board with that. I mean, we even got Marjorie Taylor Greene coming out trying to be a sensible Republican. Completely politically motivated.
Yes.
I totally understand her motivation in it, but it's weird. It's weird.
Let me correct myself. I do like both of them when they keep their mouths shut.
When they're locked away.
Rand Paul, I didn't like that he went into the congressional gym knowing he had COVID.
Yeah.
That and he's a doctor.
Yeah.
That really disturbed me as far as his, that bothered me. But
regardless of what it came out later about whatever, but how contagious is it, how it doesn't really matter. It's the optics at the time that counted.
Well, and he didn't know. He might have made an educated guess, but he didn't know, and he put other people at risk.
Yeah.
I didn't care for that.
Did you see him? I think it was Monday night when he got up there while they were still debating the motion to cloture. And he's up there demanding a vote on hemp, the hemp amendment that he put forth before. While we're talking about trying to open the government, and Rand Paul's up there demanding a vote on the hemp amendment. He was voted down 76-24. It was like, you've had your time now. Shut up and sit down.
And like I say, you got those noisemakers, and if that pleases the people who voted for him, well, I mean, good for them. I didn't really, seems silly to me, but once again,
it is their choice.
Yeah,
and we have to put up with it.
Yeah, I get to vote for the ones I like, and they get to vote for the ones they like, and that's what we call democracy, and I like that.
And I'm all for democracy.
Exactly.
I called in for a totally different comment, though. I was called because y'all were talking about the weight loss this morning, and I wanted to weigh in on that.
Pardon the pun, but go ahead.
I've been saving that pun ever since y'all talked about it. But I want to talk about people who are trying to lose weight. I know we're getting ready to go into the New Year, and that's everybody's favorite New Year's resolution, mine as well. But, to anybody who out there is trying to lose weight, if you're using a standard bathroom scale, don't. It's very, very, y'all probably already know this, is that for around $20 to $30 at the box store, you can get one that registers your BMI and your actual, and that way, I was going to a nutritionist. I got one because that's what they use. And I found out year before last, at the end of the year, I had lost a total of 1 pound.
Yeah.
After modifying my diet and exercising more, I had lost 1 pound. But that 1 pound was misleading because when you do one on a body mass scale, I'd actually lost 13 pounds of fat and gained 12 pounds of muscle.
Right.
So even though on a regular bathroom scale I'd only lost 1 pound, my physiology excuse me, I'm tongue tied there, but
That stuff. Yeah,
thanks
that
a
good
lot.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
good
you're
job.
absolutely 110% correct. It's like, oh, I got big bones and they're going to weigh more. Well, yeah, you got thick muscles. You got nothing but muscles. You're going to weigh more. Yeah.
Mhm.
But you don't have the fat that's going to be hurting you.
I was going to say those people who can actually get really discouraged about that, like they're working real hard at it and they're not losing any weight. If
Mhm.
you don't have one of them BMI scales, you're
Mhm.
not going to know if you're trading muscle for fat.
Correct.
Right.
And a lot of people do that. A lot of people will trade 1 pound for 1 pound and the scale don't move.
Well, Lee, I'm not
Yeah.
picking on you. Okay. When I say this, I'm not picking on you. Okay.
Well,
But Dr. Gregory Streeter, who's a
Yes.
Jacksonville Card graduate,
I know, Greg.
when
I
he
know,
was talking to
Daddy.
me one day, and we were just talking, he said his worst patients, and this goes along with Steve, what you're talking about, were women.
Mhm.
Because they would come in there, they would get on the scale like you're talking about, Steve, and they would weigh
Take off your
more.
earrings and your
Take-
shoes.
Yeah, but they would weigh more. But he
Right.
would ask them, has your dress size or your pants size changed? And they went, yes, it's gone down. And that's
Right.
because exactly what Steve's saying. And
That's right.
we all know muscle weighs more than fat.
Well, see, when you work out and you build that muscle that you're
Mhm.
building is burning your fat. So
Mhm.
that's
Right.
why when you go and you start an exercise program like that, because I had a personal trainer for a while and he taught me how to exercise correctly. And I was building muscle
Mhm.
and I was losing fat. I probably need to go back, but yeah, because that was during the COVID phase, and I ended up after about a year stopping the
As-
gym because of the COVID was
As
crazy.
an
in there.
avid diver for 60 years, I can tell you when I'm losing fat.
Yes.
You don't have to put as much weight on.
I may weigh the same amount, but if I'm losing fat, my muscles are heavier, they're dense.
Mhm.
It takes me more weight when I've got fat on the same amount of weight that I
Right,
weigh on the
right.
bathroom scales.
Mhm.
I may lose some, but if this all becomes muscle, I can tell it by sitting in the water floating. If I can float, if at one time I weighed 128 pounds and was 6 feet 2 inches tall when I graduated from high school. I could not float. Y'all could float. Most people can float
could
on their
float.
backs. I couldn't float. I would sink. I didn't use much in the way of diver's weights. Very little. Unless I had a wetsuit on, I did not need weights to sink.
You couldn't tread water on your back.
I could tread water. There's a difference. But just laying out there and floating with your belly up, looking at the sky, I could not do that. Because I was nothing but dense. Well, sorry. But, seriously.
Don't do it, Lee.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
I got a
I was
microphone.
saying, in some cases, if you're working out really hard, you may actually gain weight.
Yes.
If you gain 6
That's
pounds
right.
of muscle and
Yep.
lose 5 pounds of fat,
Yep.
then you actually will go up a pound. And some people freak out over that; they don't know what's going on.
But
And that's why I say
You
I
look
try to tell
better.
anybody who's losing weight,
you
get
feel
you one of
better.
those scales.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I was underweight for my height, obviously, but that's not the only thing you need to be judging it by. If I could have put on weight by hitting the ice cream shop every day, which I actually tried that.
Oh, I want some
I
ice cream
tried. I
now.
drank 3 milkshakes a day, and I still couldn't put on any weight.
Wow.
But whatever I did, it just went away.
I can remember when I was much younger.
I got older, took care of that problem.
I was a size 2, and I used to cry because I couldn't find clothes small enough for
Right.
myself.
Yeah.
And then, of course, as you get older, those 2s disappear and become like 22, 42. But no, you get older. And, no, just kidding. But I will tell you, Steve, my BMI is right about 24, which is in the normal range for my age and size. So,
Right
But
for-
I'm still
Mine
at
is 67.
30.1. I'm still considered obese. I cannot get below that 30
What-
BMI for some
Yeah.
reason. And I've been going to a nutritionist, and she said, even though I don't look like I'm that big, it's visceral fat inside around my organs and stuff. And
Yep.
I really need
Yep.
to get rid of it.
wow.
Well, Rayford,
Yeah.
8 raw eggs in a glass.
I can't
Not
do
going to
that.
happen. I just puke everything up.
I was just trying to help. Well, that was back in the day. You don't need it now, right?
No, no.
I can do a raw egg, but I like it a lot better if you fry it.
Yeah, amen.
But here's the way I do. Here's the way I do those eggs. I crack them, mix them up in a bowl, and I saute some onions first, and then I put those eggs in the pan to scramble along with the sauteed onions, and then I put a little bit of bacon fat in there with it, and then I put some clams in there
That
with
bacon
them.
fat is real good for your BMI. It's
It's kind of like an omelet, but it's
I know,
it becomes
yeah.
a scrambled omelet. If you
Yeah.
add some, if you got some green onions to go with it, oh, that's good.
I blame it on the Food Network because, they put things out like bacon up, which is bacon fat to cook with. Daggone it, that stuff is good. But yet, they're poisoning us.
Tell me your grandpapa and grandmama did not have a vat over there on the corner, Steve.
That and a
of
huge
nothing
can of
but bacon and
Crisco.
grease. It wasn't
I've
called
got
oil or fat.
Yeah.
It was called grease.
They're killing us.
I've got two of those hermetically sealed jars. You know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about?
I do.
Yeah, I got two of them with bacon grease in it.
With a little filter on the top of them.
Look,
Yes, I
my
understand.
wife went and bought turkey bacon and brought it home, and she was like, "Let's try this. I've heard it was really good." And I get up in the mornings and cook, like while she's getting up, getting ready and
So
stuff.
you put bacon fat in it, right? Don't you?
Oh my goodness! I cooked a piece of it, and I tried it, and I was like, "That tastes like cardboard." So I put that thing over there and got me a little teaspoon of bacon fat and threw in there and
I
fried
see.
it in that
Told
There
bacon
you go.
fat.
See?
And she came out and she was like, "Oh my goodness, this tastes just like bacon."
Steve.
And then at that point in time, keep your mouth shut.
Next time you go to the
But I had to tell her. And she's like, "You ruined everything."
I'm right there with you, Steve. But you know what? I used to do the turkey bacon until I got in the grocery store and I'm looking at the contents. I take the regular bacon and the turkey bacon, and you look at the calories, you look at the fat quantity, you look at this. There's not much difference. And it was not enough for me to stay on turkey bacon, so it went back.
Here's the difference.
I'm like,
Chicken, turkeys, they eat their own poop. Cow, pigs don't. They
Ruin it for us.
They use a different part of the pig pen.
I'm having ham
Got
on
it.
Thanksgiving. God.
It's all things in moderation. That's the biggest thing.
That's a key, and then exercise enough
Yes,
to
sir.
take care of it.
You're absolutely right, Steve.
Steve, thank you, sir.
Thanks, Steve.
Thanks. We enjoyed the laugh.
Have a blessed day, Steve.
Our people out there will never be the same. They think we're crazy.
We've corrupted
It's
a
okay.
lot of them.
Yeah, with malice aforethought.
But no, I mean, Steve's absolutely right, though. A lot of people get out there and they exercise and exercise. Why am I putting on weight? Well, look at the muscles you're getting,
If it's muscles, if you can lift more weight, if you can walk further, if you don't get winded, the extra weight's okay for you. Okay.
Right.
And many cases, if not most cases, if you have problems getting out of the chair because of the weight and it's nothing but fat, you don't have any muscles in your legs to help you get up, then that's where the problem begins.
They make chairs special for that.
There's-
You can hit a button and bing, it throws you right out.
I had one of those. I got a headache when I hit the floor.
Concussion. How did you get your concussion, sir? Recliner threw me out.
Threw me out of the chair.
Have we got time for a story that I need y'all's opinion on?
Go.
Real quick.
The opinion is yes.
Okay, no. And
Shoot
yesterday I said something about, I saw your neighbors had started putting out outdoor decorations.
Yes, he did.
Yes, I love it. All right, service members and families at the Tyndall Air Force Base, this is in Panama City, Florida, received an email from the home. It's not a homeowners association. It's a private company that rents the houses on base. Email titled "One Holiday at a Time," warning residents not to display Christmas decorations early. They said, while driving through neighborhoods, we noticed Christmas decorations have already begun to appear in the community.
Have they been to Sam's or Walmart or anywhere else?
September. All holiday decorations should be reflective of the respective months and not displayed any sooner than 30 days before the given holiday. If you currently have Yuletide decor outside your home, please remove it and reinstall it in accordance with your community guidelines. Now, let me tell you something.
Here we go.
Okay, I need some help over here erecting some poles because I'm gonna do them. I got enough lights to decorate the whole block
Let me tell you something. Number one, we're
with
we're
music.
telling our military men. You know, what if a woman went out there and put up holiday decorations and, because they're celebrating Christmas early because her husband's getting ready to deploy? You going to take that joy away from them?
No.
Huh? People,
There's a time and a place to be stupid, and this is not the place you need to be stupid. These people might hurt you.
A day before Veterans Day, where we honor our military, they're getting emails like, please take in your Christmas decorations. It's too early. Who says it's too early? Who? I think people should have, if you want to put Christmas up 365, do it. If it makes you happy.
You know the Kelso girls?
Yes. Charlotte.
You know Charlotte.
Yeah,
Well,
Charlotte.
her daddy. I knew her daddy well. Worked with Jimmy.
Mhm.
Okay, Jimmy at his house over there in Northwoods. He had, when it was built,
Yes.
he had recessed up underneath the eaves, higher up. He had lights installed, Christmas lights year
I want those.
freaking round. You couldn't see
Right.
them,
Yeah.
and there was a switch at the front door. You flipped the switch on, the Christmas lights came on.
He
He didn't have to install them every year because he didn't want to have to go through that trouble.
it brings a lot of joy.
Look
to
around
some
our house
people.
here.
I mean,
Look around this house here. Robbie can change the colors of these lights and does, depending upon the season. She's already going for Christmas. Now,
Yeah.
they're going to be red and green from here on out. I guarantee you that with that thing. And let's invite those little. I said a lot of words right there y'all didn't hear.
Okay.
No, I heard him.
Individuals to come over here and inspect our house.
If I want to put a plastic reindeer in my front yard
You
and keep
might
him up
want to
yard
wear
all
a
around,
gas mask because I
I'm like,
smell the smell of CS coming your way.
it's just, this is so trivial, and they just want to take the joy away from those
No,
military
they want to
families.
act like they have got some power and that they've got more power than they've got.
Oh, it says, while
No.
this is not a Department of Defense policy,
Then stick it.
is common practice across rental communities and homeowners associations
You
to help
are
ensure neighborhoods remain neat, consistent, and enjoyable for all
how about
residents.
competitive with each other?
How about that bag
Jerk?
of poop
No.
you just found on your doorstep?
On fire?
On fire.
That's Halloween. That's Halloween.
How
I'm
we'll
sorry.
celebrate it today.
Yeah.
I just had to get
we-
that story off my chest because, man, I was
Oh,
like,
for God's sakes, I wish you hadn't done that. Now you got me mad. All right.
oh,
Robbie, she just left. We got to dig out the Christmas decorations.
That's right. We're putting them up
I'm
today.
putting up the towers. I got a 20-foot tower out there.
You, if you don't put it up, I'm gonna take it home. Well, my truck's
How
not
you gonna
long
do
enough,
that?
is it?
We take those two 10-foot sections and we'll stick those suckers up in the air, and they're going to be
Yeah.
Christmas lights like you ain't never seen before. Won't be able to mow this lawn for a couple of months.
There you go. Mailman, be careful when you walk from the truck to the door.
Our mailman, he
Yeah.
knew the route that he
Yeah.
could take to get there. It was a little longer, but
I've seen mailmen get tangled in wires and fall to their face. Then they call it.
I
"That
had
hurt."
one of our friends, and I cannot remember who it was. I had him up one night. I wasn't out there.
Right.
I wasn't watching it before we had all the cameras and everything.
Yeah.
And there was a deer out underneath the Christmas lights.
Mm.
That's a photo op.
How, oh God.
Well, I told you why I quit putting my deer out at Christmas.
Attracting other deer.
No, the little thugs in the neighborhood during the middle of the night, they would stack them on top of each other in very strange positions, let's just say.
Did you
And
have
I'm
any
just
any more deer later on?
It
We
was
gotta
just
go.
frustrating to come out in the morning and
Oh,
like,
my.
what are your deer doing?
Only here.
Tomorrow is Thursday.
Oh,
we have,
thank goodness.
he's probably going to hate us because
Because
we're
we're
not going to
crazy.
be right tomorrow. Or maybe we may be right tomorrow by Southern
Oh,
Right.
my
traditions, but who knows?
Yeah, the newly elected mayor for Holly Ridge.
Yeah,
is
he,
coming
and he
in.
takes over as an elected mayor coming up.
Yes.
I don't know whether his first meeting in December. Is that what the
I don't
tradition is?
know.
I don't
I
know.
think so.
Not be election
Sometimes.
or swearing in.
Yeah, yeah.
Swearing.
He'll get sworn in at whatever time. Then he's going to get sworn out. That's what I used
Yeah.
to say.
And of course, it's
Better than being sworn at.
Papa time. Again, Papa time. Papa
Right.
time.
And if you've not read it yet, I posted a story yesterday from JDN Sports. It was written by Chris Miller, and it has to do with some soccer players and the hair.
Oh yeah.
You've got to read
What?
it. It is
the
Hair.
yeah.
Hair.
This one young soccer player, he has got a head full of hair. You know,
Does
and
the ball ever get caught up there?
no,
Is he able to deflect the ball?
Well,
Does he play goalie?
he could always put his hair into a ball. Anyway, read the story. It's really, really good. It's
Okay.
really good.
Nope. Nope. I'm not going to do it, Chris.
Another
I'm
prize,
not going to do it. Just be nice.
Writers Award for Chris.
Okay. We will see you guys
Oh,
tomorrow
yeah,
morning.
we will.
Have a great rest of your day. It's going to be warmer today. Please don't get out there on the ocean this morning. If you want to go fishing, go do it, but stay inside. Stay, and it's going to be warm enough to do some decent river fishing today. So
Yeah.
let me know where the speckled
out.
trout are, because I got an invite to go, and I hope that going back to work is not going to screw up his plans for me.
or go out and put up Christmas lights.
He called the other day, said,
I'm
since
putting up Christmas decorations.
we need to get a work party here.
And we need to go house to house. Do yours, Chris's,
You
and
do
mine.
know that I do know some Osprey folks out there, and they fly over here all the time. They need to come by here, come in low, get some pictures, and send it over to these people for me.
Yeah,
Or if you-
I'm all
Or
for
if you drop down
That's what
one of the
we
parking
need to
lots, I'll get aboard
do.
your bird, and you can fly me over here, and I'll do
We
it.
need to take pictures all in the county there, since we're
Oh, there you go.
biggest base on the East Coast,
Yeah.
and send it all to that company in Florida and say, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
This is how Camp Lejeune celebrates
Oh,
Christmas.
we support you guys out there. Okay. If you need some backup, call us.
Send me pictures. Send me pictures. Send me pictures of your decorations.
Yeah, please.
I'm going to
Yeah.
email them.
Or invite me to come out there and put it at the front gate. I will go out there and take pictures for you.
That's right.
I can't do it without an invitation. You're live and local Real Talk. We're almost awake.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to go take a nap. We'll see you tomorrow
I have to
morning.
go to Lowe's.
Have a blessed day.
Bye.